Hey everyone, it's the Flying Collector. Welcome to the channel. Before I begin, let me say a big thank you to all my subscribers for helping this channel reach 100 subscribers. It is with your help that this channel will continue to grow, produce more videos, and get better along the way. Back to the kit on hand. SU-33 Russian aircraft, primarily based on aircraft carriers, is designed after the SU-27, which is probably why they look so similar. Only difference I can tell are probably the front canards. There's also another version from China, I think. It's called the J15. Anyway, for the kit is made by a company called Minibase. It is the company's first model kit, numbered 8001. They've given it quite a nice box art, quite a heavy box as well, with a high part count, 670 different parts, consisting of several weapon options. Some history over here, and over at the top, 3D scans, and I like that they display the paint outside, so you don't have to go flipping for the instruction manual over at the hobby store. Oh yeah, and there are quite a lot of staples on the box, so I guess there are still some production issues to iron out. Sweet. This looks like it was printed in a bubble jet printer. Slightly overkill for missiles. I mean, you don't really need that much packaging for missiles. It's like a billion parts in this. movable rudder. So are the flaps. Four pages just on flap assembly. I think this plane is going to take ages to build. So many small parts. Even the boarding ladder is separated into individual steps. Very nice. Decal nightmare. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 sprues. I'll start with sprue C, which are mainly the wing parts, control surfaces, missile pylons. Some amazing detail, should look very good after wash. There are some areas that are prone to breakage, so got to be careful, especially for these areas. Next up is sprue M, the underwing parts and more pylons. Sprue E, two vertical stabilizers, intake panels, cockpit avionics. Very sharp detail on the wires here. Sprue A, the upper deck, the biggest part in the entire box, the canards. Air brakes, there is detail underneath, so it can be displayed open. Some of the detail is actually quite shallow. Just a small caution, if you are building this, you might want to go thin on the primer and paint to preserve as much detail as possible. This is sprue J, the tiny bits. I won't go into them individually. This being the sprue with many tiny parts, I like that they made it compact, easier to hold and, you know, snip off parts, and lesser chance of them flying into hyperspace. Sprue K, more tiny bits. Some of these look like they are for the landing gears. Next up is sprue G. There are actually two of these sprues in the box. Each sprue comes with two different engine nozzles, open and close, intake fans, and thank God for weighted wheels. They have bothered to give us both weighted and regular wheels. For those of you who don't know what I mean, weighted wheels are flat on one side to give that realistic impression that it is actual weight on the rubber tires. So there's weighted and non-weighted. Sprue L, the seats, and even more tiny bits. Looks like we are going to have to build the seats ourselves. No parts for pilot. Sprue B, the underbelly. Some really nice detail on this piece. Some of it so small, I can see it but I cannot feel it. Next up is sprue F, the nose cone, landing gear struts, cockpit avionics. These look fine, but I'll probably use aftermarket ones for the cockpit avionics. There is also detail on the cockpit floorboard. A for effort there. Sprue D. Sick detail. Check out the wires here. I think painting this is going to be a challenge. Next up are the engine intake panels. They are provided without any tree. Minibase have provided a piece of cardboard for the intake panels. This should prevent the plastic from bending. Hopefully the fitting will be good. Onto the missiles. The missiles already have the fins attached, which is brilliant. Less work for me. I hope other manufacturers do the same. Mole lines are still present, but they are a lot smaller and less visible compared to the kind of gaps you get when you join two halves together. Still, some sanding is needed. More missiles. Next up, the clear sprue. They have provided two canopies. I'm not sure why they gave us two canopies. They do have the unfortunate mole line going through the middle. Going to have to sand and polish the canopy to get rid of the mole line. Onto the photo etch parts. They have provided a metal nose pitot tube. Mine seems to have warped a little bit. And here are the rest of the photo etch parts. The seat belts are included as photo etch parts, thumbs up for that. And they have a clear film to protect from scratches. This kit has got quite a lot of small parts to work with, but the detail is pretty good. You just gotta be careful not to apply too much paint. And also, I think the cockpit could use some work, so I'll probably wait to see what the aftermarket guys have got planned for this kit. That's it. Let me know your thoughts on this kit in the comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to support me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.